All right, guys. Hello. Welcome to the Healthy Living event sponsored by the Juice Plus community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Turnbow. I am a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I'm going to ask, let's see, here it is. I'm going to mute some lines really quick. Sorry about that. All right. I'm also a CrossFit coach, a CrossFit Masters athlete, but my true passion is nutrition and teaching people that food really does heal. Tonight you're going to be hearing from myself and from some of my teammates. We've all joined on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world, and I am going to start by introducing our products. Our product line is simple, and it is going to remain simple because Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables into a capsule. So I'm going to start by showing you our tri-pack. This is our fruit, our vegetable, and our berry blend. These products are 100% plant-based all the way down to the capsule. They're better than organic, non-GMO, picked at the peak of ripeness with an NSF seal of approval. And what that means is that what's on the label is actually what's in the capsule. The products contain a nutrition label, as you see. So like I said, they've figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule. This is not a supplement, this is food. If you read the label, this is the berry blend. There's raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, and a series of other berries in that blend. We have a vegetable blend with 11 different vegetables and a fruit blend with 11 different fruits. We also have our full spectrum of plant-based omegas. The Juice Plus has cut out the middleman. We went straight to what the fish eat, which is the algae, to get our oils from. We also get it from pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil. Like I said, full spectrum, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, plant-based, once again, all the way down to the capsule that's made out of tapioca starch. So full vegan product. We also have complete protein powder. I don't have a sample in my office to show you right now, but complete protein powder, complete bars. And we have a tower garden, which is a hydroponic growing system where you can grow your vegetables on your back porch, in your basement, in your office, wherever you set up that space. So farm to table is about 20 steps, so it's pretty amazing. So like I said, you're going to be hearing from a lot of our partners with the Juice Plus company tonight, and I'm going to start by introducing Moira Daniels. So I'm going to read her quick bio here. So Moira Daniels lives in Essex, Connecticut, and Manasota Key, Florida with her husband, Danny. They have 3 children. Moira left the corporate world almost 34 years ago to devote more time to her family, her painting, and volunteering. Shortly after being introduced to Juice Plus, she realized that she needed to share Juice Plus with the world. She feels very strongly that everyone deserves to hear about Juice Plus, both the business and the product. And then the choice is theirs. Moira feels the benefits from being a part of the Juice Plus family are priceless, financially, emotionally, physically, and personally. Moira lives the Juice Plus mission, which includes the belief that we do well by doing good. Tonight, you're going to hear from Moira and some of her partners in the Juice Plus business. So I'd like to start by introducing Moira.
Thank you, Carol. Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Okay. Do I need to turn it up a little bit?
If you could go a little bit louder, that would be great. But if not, I can hear you. I can hear you well. We'll just make sure we stay muted.
Okay. I tried. I don't know if it worked or not. So I'm so excited to be on this call with you, and I really appreciate you doing this, Carol, every week. It's such a gift. I'm really excited to have my teammates, Alissa Nadeau, Annette Hall, Leslie Soran, and Susie Smith on the call with me, and they will speak in that order. You know, it's interesting because I think it's very important that we have a professional image of ourselves and a personal image of myself. My professional image of myself is that, first and foremost, I help people, and I'm here to leave a positive footprint, but I'm a recruiter. I really enjoy inviting people into our business because I really feel a lot of people are under financial stress, and if they only knew about us, they would want to join us. I personally see myself as a lot of things, but mainly as a healer. I'm a healer with my Juice Plus business, and I'm a healer with I'm a Reiki master. I just achieved the Reiki master, and I'm really so excited about my life and everything I'm doing. I've come to learn that very few people have the knowledge, the time, or the resources needed to eat healthfully every day. And I find people confused, actually. And I know this because there was a time when I didn't put my health first, and as a result, I became quite ill. And I usually don't share this, but I just want you to understand, get to know me a little bit, and the positive impact this business and this product has had in my life. So as a result of not really eating as well as I could, I became quite ill. And in 1 year, I was on antibiotics 5 times. My digestive system was totally out of balance, and I was diagnosed with melanoma. And although these chronic diseases presented themselves in rapid succession, they were a result of years of inflammation and the inflammational buildup in my body. And at the time, I thought I was eating healthfully, and now I know I wasn't. So a few weeks before my melanoma diagnosis, I found Juice Plus, and I was blown away that it, like Carol just said, that we are contaminant free, that our fruits and vegetables and berries are vine ripened, that our farmers have to adhere to very strict farming regulations, that we use non-GMO seeds, and we actually spot check our farmers for that. Our produce is vine, as I said, vine ripened and scrubbed twice. And then the entire fruit, the entire vegetable, the entire berry, the skin, the seeds, the pulp, the stalks are juice. And this pulverized pulverized slurry is then dried at a very cold temperature, extracting the water, but it's not freeze-dried. And that's to preserve the nutrient content. So all of this means that my body is really given what it needs to heal and survive and thrive every day. So I love the fact that we're batch tested 6 times, and I love the fact that we are 100% contaminant free. And like Carol said, we're better than organic. Juice Plus is not a substitution for eating, but it bridges my gap. And I am incredibly healthy now. I have been on very few antibiotics in the last 16 years. And after my melanoma surgery, I remain cancer-free. We do not claim that these capsules are going to prevent or cure any disease, but I know from a personal experience, I know from the 38 peer-reviewed medical journals published on Juice Plus, that I'm giving my body a huge advantage to fight chronic disease and elevate my body's healing capacity and slow down the aging process. So I am truly at my optimal health. The other thing I'm super excited about is that I was born onto a team. I'm one of 10 children. Our family consists of 6 girls, 4 boys. I'm 5th, which was a very interesting place to be in the dynamics of my family. But I was taught to lead, and I was also taught how important it is to follow the right people. So I think we Juice Plus representatives are healers. We're wholehearted people. We make a difference in the world, and we help families become more financially secure. So my mom and dad were very interesting. I want to share a little bit about them. Carol, how much time do I have left for me?
You've got probably about 2 more minutes. You're good.
Perfect. So my mom revered the arts and artists, and my dad was drawn to conversations about business and sports. He revered entrepreneurs. It was his life's goal to become his own boss, and towards the twilight of his life, he started his own company, and he was hugely successful. So it was one of those things where I saw my dad fulfill a dream. And my parents' drive and commitment to excellence fueled us to be the best that we could be. They had a strong passion to contribute and give back in our communities, and it inspired all of us to do so. And many of us have served on school boards and church councils and headed fundraising and donated hours and worked at homeless shelters. And that's what my family did. I had no idea that my family's rituals would have such a profound influence on my core values. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but after college, I settled on a job. I put my husband through law school, and the companies in the finance world and the companies I chose to work for had very similar kind of philosophies and missions, but they were very far from everything I knew, which caused me to struggle when I worked for these companies. And I actually didn't like the person I was becoming as I worked for them. And as a result, I went home and to raise my children, to hone my skills as an artist. And I needed to help my family, because when the economy gets soft, people put food on their tables, not art on their walls. So it was a huge challenge to make a satisfactory living as a full-time artist. So while I'm very grateful for my talents and skills as an artist, I really was lonely as an artist, and I'm highly social. So I wasn't happy corporately, and I wasn't happy as an artist. So can you imagine how grateful I am that I found a way to become an entrepreneur while preserving my commitment to service? I finally found a company that shared the same core values as I do: having a servant's heart, putting other people first, being ethical, having integrity, and making a difference. I really felt like I hit the mother lode when I joined the Juice Plus company, and I love the idea that we do well by doing good. I love that I'm an ambassador of health, and I love that I'm an ambassador of hope. So I encourage you to figure out what your professional image is and what your personal image is, because we carry that with us wherever we go. So that's my story, Carol, and I've been in the business for 16 years, and I don't think I could stop doing this if I tried. I have many sideline buddies, and I'm grateful for that. And I really enjoy my team. I feel profoundly blessed to be working with them. They are amazing. They are an amazing group of wholehearted people. So I'm going to start with Alissa Nadeau. Alissa, sweetie, will you share your stories and tell people where you're from?
You got it, Alissa?
Alissa, are you there?
I'm gonna unmute you. There we go. Now you're good, honey. Now you should be good.
Oh, sorry about that. My name is Alissa Nadeau. I'm from Seekonk, Massachusetts. I have 3 boys, 21, an 18, and a 15-year-old, which I greatly wish I had Youth Plus when they were little ones. I'm kicking myself now. I was introduced to Juice Plus about 11 years ago from my dental hygienist. And she knew I was into health and wellness, even though I was working in the corporate world. But I always had an interest in, gluten-free, healthy diets, whatever fad was going on. My dental hygienist and I talked about it. And she introduced me to Juice Plus, and I was like, oh no, I know what I'm doing. I'm eating enough fruits and vegetables. Like I knew what I was doing. fast forward to 10 years later, I ended up opening up a fitness studio, and I became a personal trainer, fitness instructor. My friend, my dental hygienist, she asked me if I would consider having a health event for her at my studio, some fitness for it, and all of her sideline buddies and some of her team came to my small little gym in Seekonk. I remember Tracy Ponarelli pulled up, and I'm like, I saw a New York place. I was like, what the heck's going on here, you know? So everyone, you know, once I heard about the product at my event, I was very impressed. The things that I took away from were there's no childproof safety lock on Juice Plus, which was huge. I never knew a kid could overdose on or vitamins, whatever kind of vitamins. That was a huge takeaway for me. Another thing was our children's health study, where children can be on Eat Juice Plus for free for 4 years. I thought that was really generous of the company. What else did I take away? Another thing I took away was one of the sideline buddies' health stories was just like so incredible and really impressed me. So that happened, and I still didn't sign up. So I waited about 7 months later, and I figured I'd give it a go. And honestly, I signed up for a rep just for the discount. I was pleasantly surprised when Moira launched me and showed me all about the business. First of all, I had such a connection, I felt, with Moira, such a friendship, and I just trusted her right off the bat. That I realized that I could actually make money and feel good about it and help people, and it could be my plan B in life. So I joined up, then Moira told me about the conference, and that was in Tampa, and I'd never traveled away from my family before, and so that was huge. A growth, you know, in my adult life is going to travel by myself, so that was huge for me. The thing with the business that I love the most is all the clinical research. I always tell people it's like my way of going to medical school without paying all the student loans back. I learned so much from all the research videos and all the literature we have that it's a huge passion for me. This business, you know, has helped me grow in so many ways. I mean, just, you know, the traveling part, also more public speaking, which I wasn't really used to before. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. When I did go to the conference, I finally felt like I actually belonged somewhere. Like everyone was weird like me, weird into health and wellness, and they loved talking about it. And I just felt like I belonged. Everyone was just so friendly, and the culture, I couldn't believe how nice everybody was. I even had one woman by the pool offer to make me a website, and she's like, I'll just help you make it. Everyone's just so kind and generous. That's probably one of the things that I love most about this company. When I was at conference, I definitely came back so pumped up that I couldn't wait to share with everyone and anyone. I came back, I wrote down I wanted to be national marketing director on my chalkboard. I picked out my name for my team, eventually what my team name will be. I even picked my song when I go on stage. So I have a huge goal. I know it's going to take some time and energy, and I'm excited to go forward with it and help more people get healthy and grow my business. One of the reasons why I want to be a national marketing director so bad is just to have, I will know that I've helped so many people get healthy, and it will help my family be a little more financially stable, as well as I'll be able to spend more time with my family because I work like 80 hours a week right now. And I just want to have the ability to give more to charities, and I believe with the company I'll be able to do so. So I know I kind of went all over the place. I apologize. I've had a tough day with my son, and I have a friend in hospice right now, so I didn't really have my stuff all together, but I just wanted to say I will never stop taking my Juice Plus. And how much time do I have, Carol, left? Am I pretty much done?
Yeah.
I think you're done, sweetie.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Great job, Alissa.
Good. I missed the one part, but all right.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Alissa. Annette,
Thank you.
you're next, Annette.
Great. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thank you, Carol and Cheryl and Moira, for providing this wonderful opportunity for all of us to practice and to share our stories. My name is Annette Hall, and I am a sales coordinator. I am a wife. I am a mother of 3 children, all adults, married with jobs and active, and I am the grandmother of 12 grandchildren. I'm very happy and proud of that. I'm also a twice over cancer survivor. I had cancer in 1997, breast cancer, and again in 2007. So I have been involved in the medical profession, lots of doctors and oncologists over the years. And in 2016, when my oncologist wanted me to eat more plant-based foods, I remembered that I had a friend who I was teaching with named Donna, who was really into this stuff that was better than organic, better than frozen, she had said. So I hooked up with Donna, and I got my husband and myself onto Juice Plus. And within a few months, we felt more energy, we felt great. And then I started reading more about it, and the research behind it was pretty amazing. It, you know, you guys know, what really turned me on was the DNA research, because as a cancer survivor, I knew that my DNA was out of control, cells gone wild. So if Juice Plus could help me with that, that would be really good. And that really has a very, it's more than my own personal story about cancer. Because my mother's mother died of cancer, and my mother was orphaned at the age of 4. And my own mother died of cancer 20 years ago. My father died of cancer 30 years ago. And, you know, I always wanted to find a cure for cancer. I remember being a child and just loving science and wanting to know how our bodies worked and what happened when our bodies didn't work. I even wanted to be a doctor. Teaching wasn't in my future at all as a child. I wanted to learn more about how the body worked and wanted to help other people. So I even have a picture of me at Christmas time with a doctor's kit and a stethoscope. And turned out when I got to college and went to declare my major in pre-med, the counselor that I talked to asked me some pretty serious questions. And I was a very young 19-year-old and very naive, and she really discouraged me from pursuing my passion. So at that point, I decided to major in mathematics instead, because I loved math. I know that's very nerdy, but it's the truth. I loved math. And I studied math, ended up working as an adult in a variety of fields, and finally teaching mathematics. But my heart was never really into teaching. I loved the people, I loved the kids, but it's not where I really wanted to be. So when I retired from teaching in 2012, and I actually retired early because I was still recovering from the chemotherapy I had had, and I had a lot of aches and pains, arthritic pain, as well as joint pain and back pain. So I retired. I decided to focus on my health. I felt a lot better after a few years, started getting into Juice Plus. And after being on it a few months, when Donna came to me and asked me if I was interested in sharing it, it was like, this is what I've wanted to do my whole life. I want to help people stay healthy. I want to help people prevent cancer. I want to learn more about, Alissa hit it. What a place. Who needs to go to medical school? we have so many resources in our Juice Plus community that help us understand how the body works and how it's supposed to work and what we need to do to stay healthy. I am just feel so blessed to have found this company. I just can't thank Donna enough for telling me about it back when we were teaching together, and then for being brave enough to ask me if I was interested in sharing it, because I said yes to the business. It was the best thing, other than having my husband and children and grandchildren. It was the best career-wise thing I've ever done. I am in this until I can't talk anymore to people, and it's been just wonderful. So I appreciate all of you listening, and I appreciate being able to be on this call. I have some wonderful people I'm working with, and I look forward to doing this for a long time. Thanks again.
Thanks, Annette. Great job. I really appreciate you. Leslie, I think we got to speed it up a little bit, girls, right, Carol?
Yeah, we have about 3 or 4 minutes. So we'll go a little bit faster.
I'll speed it
A
along.
little bit.
Okay.
You got it. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me on this call tonight. My name is Leslie Soran, and I'm from Vernon, Connecticut. I was introduced to the Juice Plus product back in January of 2016 when I was a stay-at-home mom of my son, and I was newly pregnant with my daughter, Kenley. And I knew with my background in nutritional sciences that so much of their future was based on what I was nourishing my body with. And there was room for improvement, just like all of us, right? We definitely weren't eating the 7 to 13 servings each day, let alone buying 100 servings of the produce each week for my husband and I. It just wasn't happening. So without knowing it, I really was looking for an easy way to bridge the gap of what we were missing. My friend and neighbor had introduced me to the product, Juice Plus, 30 fruits, vegetables, berries, and a capsule, and proceeded to send me the 30 plus research studies at the time. That sealed the deal. I was sold. The best part was that Peyton, my son, received the product for free for up to 4 years. And now, what I know now, that's over $1,200 worth of product that the company invests in my child's building blocks, which is so important. They don't get that back. So I was so grateful for that. And one of the most important reasons why the timing was just right was my father had had a brain aneurysm the year before and thankfully recovered, but it was a really scary experience, and one that was caused by high blood pressure and high cholesterol, all things that may have been pointing to me too. And at the time, my cholesterol was 283. I was 28 years old, and it was out of control. And I knew with my nutritional background, I didn't need medication. I needed to turn to whole food. I needed to make better choices. I needed to pay more attention to what I was putting in my body. So it really just made sense to add Juice Plus to my family's routine. And so I was able to lower my cholesterol to 173 by taking the capsules and eating more plant-based. I won't say I eat plant-based, but eating more. And for the first time in my life, my cholesterol was in the green. I didn't feel like I had lost control over my genes, and that, they'd already, paved the path of my future for me. My husband and I have been on the product for 4 years. My kids have had it for 4 years. My son and daughter have only had 3 sick visits combined. I've never seen a temperature over 100 in either of them. I mean, this is one of the worst flu seasons I've ever seen. And they've had runny noses. Okay, I'll take it. A few days here and there. And so I'm so thankful for that. I joined the business because I wanted to, I'm sorry, Maura, I'll be quick. I joined the business because I wanted to make some money back on the product that I was making. So initially I joined just to do that, but obviously you think of dozens of people that that could benefit from this product. So without really going into the business side, I was like, man, I know this person, this person, this person. So immediately I started sharing, and within the first 30 days, I was able to, get to the next commission tier, get the bonus. And then I took time off because my daughter was born and whatever, and that takes time. And so I'm going fast. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And then I took time off, and I always felt supported and never nagged, but I always felt loved and appreciated. And who can say anything bad about this company? I mean, the people are great. They're supportive. They're lovely. I love you all. That's it.
Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie. And
4 minutes.
Susie,
That was good.
good girl. Can we wrap it up, Susie? Will you wrap it up for us, please? And then Carol, you take it away.
Absolutely.
Do
Yep.
you want me to skip? It's fine.
No, Susie, let's hear it. We'll
Okay.
just extend the recording a little bit.
Okay. Okay, hi everybody. Those stories are great. That's funny. I've known these people for a while and I've learned new things about every single one of them. So anyway, currently I'm Susie Smith. I live in Jupiter, Florida. I currently work full-time as an executive assistant in a church. But my passion is Juice Plus, and it has been since the first time I went to conference in Phoenix in March of 2010, which, by the way, next week will be my 10-year anniversary with the Juice Plus company. I'm very happy about that. So from that first time, I knew I wanted to be affiliated with this company. 10 years ago, I was a single mom. I had 2 middle school daughters, and I was very, very busy. I was the taxi driver to soccer and dance and school plays and class mom and everything else. And honestly, the last thing on my mind was good nutrition and feeding my kids. You know, fruits and vegetables, I was just kind of in survival mode. And honestly, I also didn't have a big knowledge of nutrition. I thought of calories. You know, if nobody was gaining weight or losing weight, we were doing good. So when a neighbor introduced me to Juice Plus, I was and told about the 7 to 13 fruits and vegetables. I honestly can only say my response was I was shocked. I had no idea that, you know, good nutrition was so important. It could really impact your health as much as it could. So Juice Plus to me was a no-brainer. I mean, especially like the girl said too, that I could get it free for one of my daughters. And, you know, I just thought this could really help me bridge the gap and maybe change some things. Because the reason I was a single mom is because I had lost my husband to cancer when my kids were 3 and 1 years old. So when I heard doctors talking, I started going to lunches and going to seminars and regionals and things like that. I heard doctors talking about the importance of good nutrition and how you could change your DNA. So really, this was for the sake of my you know, my kids and their kids in the future. And I was going to change this, you know, pattern of cancer in the family. I had a lot of cancer, like Annette said, in my family, now in my husband's family. So this was a way to really make a change. Plus the fact that it was so easy and convenient. And, you know, honestly, I can say that within a short period of time, it really changed our eating habits. The kids were making better choices after school. I wasn't craving my chocolate or coffee after school to keep me going, you know, with energy. And so, you know, honestly, I can say I believe it changed our destiny. My girls now are 23 and 25. They're both great cooks. They're very conscious of what they eat. You know, they understand about nutrition, and I owe that all to Juice Plus. It really just made a difference. So I was fortunate when my kids were younger that I could stay home, but when it got to the point where they were in high school, I really had to look for another, you know, another income. So I did start to work at the church, but I started to look back and see, you know, what about this Juice Plus? I'm getting it at a good price, but maybe I could really step into this. And, you know, I wanted the financial freedom, the time freedom. And when I heard about it and saw the potential of what could happen, you know, even at that first time, my first conference, I knew I wanted to be a national marketing director someday. Just like the product, the business just made sense. So here we are 10 years later, and why am I not an MD yet? Well, I ask myself that sometimes too, but what I found is this company, it's a journey. And I am not the same person I was 10 years ago. I would have never gotten on a call like this and spoken 10 years ago. My first call actually was just a phone call with Cheryl, and I was a wreck. I mean, I had to, you know, drink some wine and meditate and do all kinds of things just to say my name. So here I am 10 years later, speaking, you know, to I don't know how many people, but it really, I heard, you know, them say over the years that this is a personal growth disguised as a business, and it truly is. It has really changed my confidence in myself, my ability to speak up and say my opinion. I feel so strongly about Juice Plus that I share it with everybody I meet. And it really has changed, you know, so much for me. It's the best decision I ever made. Recently, I was promoted to QSSC, so I'm moving up, and growing a great team that's really excited and really growing and very, very passionate like I am. So I feel very, very blessed about that. Everyone that comes into this business comes in for a different reason. I wanted the financial freedom, and I wanted the time freedom to be with my kids and their families, you know, future families. So, but I had no idea that it was going to change the person who I am. So recently I downsized, and my kids are now grown and out on their own. So I downsized to a nice little townhouse, and I'm very excited because I have a whole new slew of people in the neighborhood to introduce to Juice Plus. And I just love what I do, and I just feel so, you know, the future is looking very bright. So I said, I'm so glad that 10 years ago I said yes to this company, and to this company as I call it, and everybody else is a company with a heart. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all for sharing your stories tonight. I love hearing all the different stories from all of you. We are here every Thursday having this event, so make sure you tune in next week. And we're going to end for tonight.